Hi, today we are going to see about cybersecurity intrusion detection system. This is a tool that is used to detect if anyone is trying to hack or harm your system or network. So here we will learn what is intrusion detection system, why it is important and how it works. What is an intrusion detection system? It is like a security guard for our computer or network. It keeps watching everything that's happening around the system, the traffic, the activity, and if it sees something suspicious or dangerous, it gives an alert. It only detects the problem, it doesn't stop or block the attack. It just informs the administrator or security team. In many cases, IDS works with IPS. IPS, it actually blocks the threat. So in simple terms, we can say IDS is like a CCTV camera. It watches and alerts, but it doesn't stop the intruder. It is like a security guard who steps in and stops the person. So this picture shows how an intrusion detection system works in a network. On the right hand side, you can see the internet where all the data comes from. That data is first passed through a router and a firewall. The firewall tries to block any unauthorized access. Then the data goes to the IDS, which acts like a security camera. The IDS watches everything happening in the network and checks if there is any suspicious activity. If it sees something wrong, like someone is hacking or accessing something they shouldn't, it sends a security alert. That alert goes to the system administrator who's in charge of the network so that the administrator can take action. The IDS doesn't block the attack, it just detects and alerts the team. Why IDS is important in cybersecurity? First, it helps to detect unauthorized access. For example, if someone is trying to log in without any permission, it can even alert the team if sensitive data is being accessed in a strange way. It also watches the network traffic. That is, if something unusual happens, like a sudden spike in activity, it will let us know. So, this will help the team respond faster to threats and they can fix the problems quickly. It also helps company follow security rules and standards. Now let's look at the kind of attack that an IDS can catch. Malware attacks. These include viruses, ransomware and trojans. Unauthorized access. When someone tries to enter the system without permission. It could be a hacker or even an insider. DDoS attack, distributed denial of service attack. This means sending too much traffic to a network or server to make it crash or slow down. Brute force attack. This is when attackers try to guess password again and again using automated tools. IDS can detect these repeated login attempts. So here IDS works like a security scanner. It keeps watching for any of these signs and alert us immediately. Let's look at the different type of intrusion detection system. NIDS, Network Intrusion Detection System. This system watches the entire network. It checks the traffic coming in and out of network. For example, we can say it's like a security guard watching the main gate. HIDS, Host Intrusion Detection System. This system watches a single computer or server. It checks the files, system logs and what is happening on that particular machine. For example, we can say it's like a bodyguard who watches only one person. PIDS, Protocol Based Intrusion Detection System. This system focuses on specific communication protocols like HTTP, TCP. It checks if the way data is being sent or received is suspicious. For example, it's like checking if someone is speaking in the right way. Application Protocol Based Intrusion Detection System. This system watches the traffic between applications. It protects things like web application and database. Example, it's like monitoring the messages between the mobile app and the server. Hybrid intrusion detection system. This combines two or more types like NIDS and HIDS. This gives better protection because it watches both network and host. For example, this is like having a CCTV system and a security guard. Working mechanism of host-based intrusion detection system. It collects the log and system activity from the computer. It checks for any known attack signs using signature detection. It also looks for unusual behavior. If anything goes wrong, it alerts the security team immediately. The main components of HIDS are log analysis, signature detection, and behavioral monitoring. Let's look at the advantage and disadvantage of HIDS. Advantages. It can detect insider threats. It watches if any important files are changed. If there is any problem, it gives a detailed report of what has happened. The disadvantage of HIDS. It usually finds the attack after it has happened. It can use a lot of system power. It only see what's on that one system, not the entire network. Some important HIDS tools are OSSEC, Open Source HIDS. This is a free tool that checks logs and file changes in real time. Tripwire. This detects if system files were changed without any permission. AIDE, Advanced Intrusion Detection Environment. It checks if any files or settings were changed. Network Intrusion Detection System. It watches all the data that flows through a network. It is usually placed near the router or firewall, where it can monitor all incoming and outgoing traffic. It captures and check each packet to find if there is anything suspicious. It uses two methods, namely signature based and anomaly based. Signature based is known attacks and anomaly based is unusual behavior. If it detects any threat, it alerts the security team. It is more of like a CCTV camera for our network, which is always watching and warns about the danger. Components of NIDS. Packet analysis. This looks inside network data for any known attack signs. Traffic monitoring. It keeps checking live activity to spot any unusual behavior. Anomaly detection. This uses AI to find any new or unknown threats. The example of NIDS tools are SNOT, Suricata Zeek. SNOT, this is free and widely used. It detects known and unknown attacks. Whereas Suricata, it has high performance and does deep inspection. Zeek, This is an advanced tool for analyzing complex traffic behavior. Distributed intrusion detection system monitors multiple places in a network, such as routers, servers, and workstations. It collects all data from all these points and sends to a centralized system. Few examples of distributed intrusion detection system are IBM Q Radar, Cisco Stealth Watch, McAfee NSP Network Security Platform. IBM Q Radar. This uses machine learning to combine hybrid intrusion detection system and network intrusion detection system. Cisco Stealth Watch. This finds threats using behavior and anomaly detection. McAfee Network Security Platform. This protects both network and endpoints. NIDS monitors network traffic, whereas HIDS monitors individual system. Distributed intrusion detection system monitors multiple system and networks. NIDS is placed near router or firewall, whereas HIDS is placed on individual system. Distributed intrusion detection system, this is placed across network or centralized system. NIDS is used to detect anomalies. HIDS is used to detect any threats in individual system. Distributed intrusion detection system detects coordinated attack from different systems. We understood that IDS is like a security guard for our network and system. It monitors activity and it looks for suspicious behavior. It sends alert if it detects anything unusual or harmful. IDS doesn't block attacks, but it helps to act quickly. That all types of IDS, they help to detect threats at different level. We have to choose the right type based on what we want to protect.